Hello, fireballs. I'm gonna call you fireballs because this is Soul on Fire. So in today's video, we're getting a little personal. I think I've talked about how important authenticity is to me and just talking about what it really means to live your life with your soul on fire, and doing that through the highs and the lows of our life. So recently, the person that I was dating and we broke up. And I know that I'm not the only person who's ever gone through the process of having to, to get back into things, and just like the process of being strong through a painful process. And so in this video, I'm going to be going through tips on how to heal after a breakup, something that I'm sure many of us can benefit from. And so we're gonna get real, and at the same time, while we feel our feelings and we appreciate everything that was, we move on, and we are strong and you are strong, and we're gonna talk about how we do that on the other side. So, first of all, do you guys like my Gryffindor shirt? I don't know if I've talked about this yet. I'm a super big Harry Potter fan. I'm definitely a Potterhead. So figured today I was gonna wear for no reason, just because why not, wearing my Gryffindor gear. Go Griffs. Okay, so again, I've talked about how authenticity is just so important, and I think especially being a peak performance coach, I think sometimes the perception can be that life is just perfect and rosy and nothing bad ever happens. And for the most successful people that know that it's just not the case. Everyone is living life, and life has really high highs and sometimes really low lows. I've been through the lows, believe me. I have stories to tell. And what I think is so powerful, and why I'm here and why I'm a peak performance coach, specifically a heart-focused peak performance coach, is that there are tools and there are resources that are available to us so the lows aren't so low, and so we can get back on our feet as soon as possible. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about some tips on how to heal from a breakup. So I recently, just not so long ago, the person that I was dating and we broke up. He's amazing and wonderful, and we had a great relationship, and it's not the right fit. And so, regardless of the circumstances, breakups suck. They just do. It hurts. So you guys know I love science, so a little bit of the brain science. So when you go through some sort of emotional trauma or any emotional pain, the sensation that you feel is the same chemicals from physical pain are felt. And so the feeling of heartbreak, or the feeling of that, like, it hurts, well, there's a reason for that. There are chemicals that actually are similar to the same chemicals from when you're actually feeling physical pain. And so there is a real pain experience that you were experiencing, and I want you to acknowledge that. And I also want you to feel your feelings, right? The healthiest thing is for us to feel our feelings, acknowledge our feelings. Our feelings are telling us things. And I think the next most important thing is to not wallow there, to not stay there, to not be stuck there. We are allowed to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and we have choices after that, right? We can choose to stay there, or we can choose to move on, learn from the beauty, even if it's a tragic, horrible experience that you've gone through. There is some beauty that you can pull from it, and that is a decision. That is a choice. Again, I've been through some rough patches, and through even the darkest of darkest days, there are beautiful things that I've been able to pull from it. And so I have quite a long list of things that you can do to heal from a broken heart, from a breakup, whatever it might be for you. So, and also just to mention that a relationship is never a mistake. A relationship is never a failure. I think my view of life is like we're going through school and you are learning different lessons. And so the other thing is they say, you know, for people who are spiritual out there, they say the two most spiritual experiences and things that you can go through are, one, being in a relationship, and two, building a business. So for my business owners out there, I feel you. There are just, right now you guys know I read all the time. Right now, one of my many books that I'm reading is Conscious Capitalism. So super exciting news. I'm gonna be the co-chair for Conscious Capitalism East Bay, which is gonna be fantastic. And so back to the spiritualism piece. So running a company, running a business of any sort, doing basically anything hard, being in a relationship, all of these things teach us so much about ourselves, and therefore they are never a mistake, they are never a waste of time. So just wanted to start with that piece, knowing that whatever you're going through, it was not a waste of time, it was not a mistake. There is beauty that can be gained from the experience if we choose to make space to pull that from the experience. So let me look at my list of things. So number one, give it time. This goes back to science. You guys know I love my brain science. Science says just give it time. The best doctor for hurt, especially for a broken heart, is time. It's going to hurt. You have emotional associations. There was like neural networking that was created. There was attachment, there were, you know, hormones and like chemicals that were excreted when you were with this person. I know that makes it sound like way less romantic, but that's actually what's happening under the hood. And so the best way to heal is literally to give it time. And so just know that this too shall pass. And one of the best things that you can do for yourself is just breathe in, breathe out, and give it the time that it deserves. Next, know that you deserve an amazing relationship and you are completely lovable and worthwhile of everything that you desire. So again, this is with focus on a breakup. Yeah, so that didn't work out. That doesn't mean you're not meant to be in an amazing relationship, right? The relationship of your dreams. If anything, you're one step closer. You learned about yourself, you learned about other people, and yes, you are absolutely lovable. You are lovable just because you exist and because you breathe and because you are a person. And yes, you deserve an incredible relationship and you will have it, and you need to keep going forward because, my love, that is coming your way. Number 3, work it out. So literally just exercise. One of the best things, you might not feel like it. And I know, you know, especially like right after you're like, oh, I just want to be here and I just want to have some ice cream, right? Maybe that's just me, just like ice cream. It's like, I didn't even have ice cream this time, guys. I was super excited. Just so proud of myself, taking advantage of the tools. Work out, go to the gym, like get sweaty, exercise. What happens, back to brain science, which I love, when you're working out, there are these amazing endorphins that come out and play that make you feel better, right? Your serotonin, it's just like your happy chemicals. It's easier for you to regulate and for them to come out and play if you're exercising. And so it's absolutely critical that when you are dealing with anything that, you know, deals with heartbreak or just like you feeling sad, work out. It's going to make you feel better. Just even if it's just walking, get yourself out of your house and, you know, like get your heartbeat up. It's going to, like, your biochemistry will change and you will feel better. Take my word for it, work out. So if you work out, this is a perfect time to start a 30-day challenge for working out. You have great motivation, get out there, get your sweaty on. Next, have a dance party. So put on your music. Just like, I love living room dance parties. They're my thing. And so just, you know, just rock it up in your living room. Just dance, do the things that make your heart alive. And I feel like I'm just gonna be repeating myself this whole list. Back to the brain science. Dancing does something to our brains, to our body, where we just feel better. It's kind of hard to dance and not break out into a smile. So just put on some music and dance it out. Next one is, I actually don't have it here, but it should be here. Next is schedule time to be sad. I know I'm a peak performance coach, can't help it but have, you know, systems and strategies around even being sad. So especially, you know, first days after the breakup or whatever sad or painful emotional event you're going through, you're going to feel sad. That's just the reality of it. But we can't stay stuck there. So what you can do to know that you're allowed to go there is put it on your calendar. As silly as it sounds, it works. This is what the peak performers, you know, in the world, it's not like they don't go through stuff. It's, you know, it's a strategy. So you say, I allow myself to feel sad from 8 to 9 p.m. And then when you're there, do your thing. If it's like watching a show, if it's crying it out, whatever it is, like feel your feelings. And know you're gonna give yourself the space to connect with that. And know that it's gonna get better and better and better. But know that today is important. Your life is important. You cannot stay stuck there. You need to move on. You need to keep going. Your life is bright. You have so much possibility ahead of you, even if you might not see it. You have an incredible life ahead of you. There's so much beauty that is waiting to burst into your life. So schedule it in. Give yourself the space, but know you will not allow yourself to stay there forever and ever and ever. I know I've had some friends who, you know, dear ones passed away, or, you know, some really horrible things happen, and we are allowed to feel our feelings. But what happens is at some point it becomes your life, and that is a choice. And so we can choose to love and to give, you know, like the attention to this person or to this thing in our life. But we have to know that we matter and our life is important, and we are living right here, right now, and we have this incredible opportunity to turn our lives into something amazing. So please don't rob yourself of living your life and making the best of it and allowing all of the goodness and the blessings and the joy and the love that the universe is waiting to just like rush into you. Don't block that off. To not block it off, you need to give yourself the space and the time to let in the good. So make some space for sadness, but move on. You know, like just make some time, but don't stay there all day, all week, all month, all year. We have to move on. We have to recognize that this day is important and that we're important and that we get to live this incredible life and we get to make the choice to do that. Next, journal, video blog, move your feelings through your system. It can be so powerful. So I think I've talked about this before. If I haven't, I'll probably make a video just about this. For the ladies, well, I guess for the guys, who have ladies in their lives and for friends of ladies. This is more applicable for women, at least from the research that I've done, than men. There's this thing called holding the garbage can, right? And so, especially women, when something happens, we just have to get it out of our system. And the way that we get it out of our system can be through writing, through talking it out. I know I'm a talker, so I'll call my girlfriend and be like, hey, can you hold the garbage can? And I have such amazing, incredible friends. If you guys are watching, thank you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for holding the garbage can for me. And you just like talk about it, blah, 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 and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And it's magical. After you've processed it through your system, after you've talked it out, after you journaled about it, you will feel lighter. You will feel so much better. You will continue the healing process and you'll be better able to move on faster. So just like work that stuff, get it out of your system. Don't sit with it. Don't just keep it all to yourself. Get it out. Get it out. Next, I don't have it in here, but another one, a good one. That's in there. That should be in there. Write a letter. Write a letter. This time it's to the person, right? Write them a letter. You're not gonna send it, but just say all the things you wished you could have said. And just like let it all out. Let it all out. Just like say all the things. Again, this goes back to getting it out of your system. Just like write a letter, and then once you're done, you can have a ceremony. You can like burn it. You can put it in a lake, in the ocean. I guess don't litter. But you know, just get these feelings and thoughts out of your system so you can, you know, close those energetic ties and move on, because you deserve to move on. And again, you deserve an incredible, happy, wholesome, loving life. And the way to do that is by closing down those ties. Okay, next, eat healthy and drink lots of water. So you guys know part of my peak performance coaching, a huge component of it is just health and fitness. It's just so critical. The most important thing basically of anything is our vitality, is our, you know, are we healthy? Because if you're not healthy, then everything else kind of doesn't matter. And when you're going through emotionally hard times, it is so critical. It's so important to eat right, because what we eat physically impacts our body, and you know, again, the chemicals that are flooding our system. And eating the right things is just gonna make you feel better on so many levels. So feed your body with greens, with healthy food. If you're having meat, I have meat, just make sure it's hormone-free, you know, grass-fed, like all that stuff is as clean as possible. Drink lots of water, especially, did I talk about the water before? I hadn't. The water, we are made of about 70% water. And so water is so critical. Most people walk around their lives being totally dehydrated. So drink water, especially when you are stressed, or you know, there's something like hard that you're going through, or there's emotional pain of any sort. One of the best things that you can do is help your body by flushing that stuff out with drinking lots of water. So especially during this time, hydrate, 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 hydrate. Doing that and eating healthy and clean and powerfully is going to make you feel loads better and make progress in that healing process. Next, try a few mantras. So remember, your thoughts are not fact. And so that itself can be a mantra. So whenever, back to brain science, your brain is basically primed, and this kind of sucks, and this is why we have to be intentional about positivity. Positivity doesn't just happen. So I created this whole thing called happinizing, which is the science of happiness. So happiness and positivity and all of these things, they don't happen. Your brain is actually primed to go towards the negative, just because of the composition of your brain and, you know, what, like your brain, especially the reptilian part of your brain. There are like 3 parts of your brain. The reptilian part of your brain is created in such a way that it's there to protect you. And to protect you, we must look out for danger, like danger, danger, danger. And so that's why people watch the news, right? Like, and that's why some of these negative things can be so addictive. And that's why things that have like bloodshed and drama and conflict, they make quite a bit of money. Because your brain is primed to pay attention to anything that's like danger or, you know, like we need to pay attention to that. So just know that if you find yourself going that way with your thoughts, well, part of it's just like brain science. And so, especially during a time like this, you're gonna need to be extra purposeful about focusing on positivity. So when you see, and you can pay attention, you start paying attention to your thoughts. As you see one of these thoughts going through, that's like, the end of the world, blah, 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 whatever the thought is, you can be like, nope, feelings are not facts. Thoughts are not facts. A lot of our thoughts are actually absolute, total bullshit. And we get to choose to say, no, no, I believe in love. I know that I'm absolutely lovable and that I will be in an epic relationship that the world will remember for ages to come. This is true. And you know, you choose your mantra. So one of your mantras can be, feelings are not facts. They are not facts. Back to brain science. Feelings are ways that we have become conditioned to go about the world, right? So, you know, it takes about 28 days. So that's why with my challenges that I do, it's 30-day challenges, because that's when you actually start changing your brain neural networking, and you develop new ways of, you know, feeling and thinking, and, you know, you create new habits. And so your emotions are quite literally just neural networking. It breaks down to that. So if you're feeling disempowered by some of your negative feelings, just know that like you have power within you, because it comes down to brain science. And so what you can do is just focus on positivity, focus on positivity, focus on positivity. Something that I'm gonna bring your way is, actually, this isn't gonna be so cute because I just had a little get together at my house, and this this is a jar, but you guys see the notes in there? It's in a cuter jar, but the reason that I don't have this in a cuter jar is because all of my cute jars have flowers in them. How special is that? I have 3 bouquets of flowers, which that makes me so happy. So it just happened that like my house is full of flowers and I don't have the pretty jar to put my joys in. So the whole point is to wire positivity and joy and gratitude and all of these things. I have this little bowl of these empty notes. And so this is something that you can do, especially if you're going through a tough time. It doesn't have to be just like, you know, a breakup, any sort of emotional pain that you're going through. Focus on positivity. So, you know, as soon as I walk into my house, I'm reminded of these notes, and I write down, you know, I'm a detective of joy. I'm a detective of blessings and just anything like, holy shit, there's running hot water in my house. How amazing is that, right? Like, I have great neighbors. I have an amazing roommate. My cat is loving. Whatever, like, there are so many blessings, y'all. Just saying. And if you, where attention goes, energy flows. And also your brain goes. You can quote me on that one. So you can pick up that practice. Like, do that. Just like start writing down, get your own joy jar, and write down your moments of joy, blessings. Be a blessings detective. And you will start feeling better, because brain science. Next. Well, back to the mantras. So these are some of the mantras. Feelings are not facts. I love them, but I love myself and my life more. You are allowed to love yourself. You are allowed that, if you guys hear the barking, that's my dog's, my neighbor's dog. I love them and I love myself more. Yes, you you love them, and they're probably amazing people, and you love you, and you deserve to have, you know, amazingness and epicness in your life. And no relationship is a waste of time. So these can be some of your mantras. You can come up with your own. Just, again, as a negative thought comes in, just be like, nope, feelings are not facts. Nope, feelings are not facts. Nope, I'm a total badass. I am such a catch. I am so sexy. Whatever it might be. Do your own mantra. Next tip, stay in the present. It can be so easy to, you know, romanticize the past or go into the future and think about, oh my goodness, what is gonna happen in the future? Especially right now, don't do that. Unless we're going into the future and it's like this phenomenal, fantastic future that you're painting for yourself, you know, with your ideal soulmate. Don't go to the past, don't go to the future, stay in the present. And while you're in the present, pay attention to blessings and joy and goodness. But just stay in the present. Like, what is good? What's happening right now? Stay in the present. That's gonna help you with the healing process. Next, I am so excited about this one. Plan and schedule. You guys know how I feel about scheduling all of the things that you love. I am so excited about this. So I don't know how much of this part of the journey I've shared. So I was like sort of like really like all in on this. So I run two companies, right? I have Convive, which is using artificial intelligence to provide the everyday person with a money coach in their pocket, you know, like it's coaching all around. And then I'm also a heart-focused peak performance coach who works with people to really drive hard for you to become the person that you know you were meant to be, and just like really taking bold, courageous action in your life. And with the previous company, so with Convive, both are still going, and I love my life. I love that I get to do both. Like, right, I'm just the potential to impact people's lives and to quite literally, as corny as it sounds, make the world a better place. That's my mission, people. That is, I do not mind I am dedicating my entire life to doing this. So, where's I going with this? Oh yeah. So I was super focused on just working. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't really having fun. Didn't really have a social life. Talking about balance, y'all. And so not so long ago, I said, you know what? Putting my oxygen mask back on. I am going to build a social life. I am going to do all these things that I love. And one of my videos was on a week of, you know, hell yes. And, you know, doing that. And then, you know, I started dating someone, and I just like, you can still do things, it's just like things are different, right? Like, so now that I'm back on the market, and just like, not even on the market, just like, I'm focusing on me. I'm going back to the self-love thing. I'm so excited. I'm planning, you know, this backpacking camping trip. I'm going to Fiji in a couple of months, which is amazing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm taking a burlesque class, right? So I'm looking at stand-up comedy because comedy is super important to me. And one of my goals in life is to be one of the funniest CEOs ever. So, you know, gotta take classes. And so I'm planning them. I'm putting them in my calendar, putting them in my schedule, prioritizing the things that make me come alive, because I don't know when I'll meet my person, right? So it could be like when I leave my house today, and then it's not. I'll be so excited. But right now I get to just 100% focus on me, and that's super cool. So I'm gonna go on this like super awesome hike this Saturday, and like I went sailing, and you know, just like doing fun things that bring joy to my soul and my heart. And that bring, you know, like the channel is Soul on Fire. And so I walk the talk. And so I'm living my life in such a way, on all respects, whether it be work, friends, you know, the activities, that in a way that sets my soul on fire. And so scheduling all of these things that I am so excited about, especially the being out in nature thing. Woo! And the Fiji thing. So excited. Next, get support. Talk to your friends. I posted it. I talked about happinizing. At some point, I'll talk about happinizing. Didn't do like a full thing. But again, happinizing is the, happiness is not, it's not a choice, but a skill. I've been studying brain science for, I'm not like a neurologist or anything, but I've been reading all the books and following all the science for a long time, so I know my stuff. And so we often think that happiness and joy and gratitude, all of these things, like these people were just like born with it, right? Maybe she's born in it, maybe it's Maybelline. Well, no, again, brain science, it's practice, it's rituals, it's the way that we're structuring our brain. And so with happinizing, I just posted a post about affordable therapy or counseling. And so I'll post it on my Facebook, my main page. And so, hopefully you've listened to my video or you watched my video on having the right peer group and having the right people in your life. And so hopefully you've already done that. You have amazing people in your life. So go, get support from the people that you love. So get support. Do not do this alone. The next one is wear something sexy. We all know how our state changes when we're feeling hot and confident. So this entire month, go all out, girlfriend. You hottie, dude, you stud, you. Dude, you stud. Wear your sexiest, hottest, most confident outfit and just like strut your stuff. That's gonna help you feel so much better. I guess I'm not numbering these. Next one, just pour on the self-love. Go to your list of things that feed your soul and just like put them in your calendar. Do the things that make you feel love from yourself to you. So for me, it's flowers, it's a massage, it's time in nature, it's time with my friends, and now that I have a niece, it's holding her. And I am just so incredibly lucky for all of my friends and my family. I am the luckiest girl in the whole wide world for having you guys in my life. So, thank you guys so much. So yes, get support. Do not do this alone. You are never, ever, ever alone. And last piece, move on. Move on. As Mark Twain said, never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Care enough about yourself to conserve your energy for those who deserve it, starting, my dear loved one, with yourself. So move on. Know that you are desirable, that you are lovable, that you are worthy, that you are powerful, that you are strong, and that you deserve all that you desire. And move on. Your life is important and your life is happening right now. So go live your life. Go do that which sets your soul on fire, and just bring your heart to this world and be so proud of yourself because you loved and you cared and you gave your best, and move on. And someone out there is gonna be so lucky to have all of that in their life, to just know that life continues. Today is so important, tomorrow is so important. Go live your life and love on yourself and love on your people and love on your life. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. Go to Facebook. I have my public persona page, and I also have the Soul on Fire community where you get motivation and inspiration. I'm doing the 30 Days of Joy challenge right now. So you should definitely join my Soul on Fire community there. And anything else? Oh yeah, go to my website. I'm having more products that you have available to you, such as Have a Great Day visualization. So most visualizations out there are so boring, right? They put you to sleep. They're like, close your eyes now, and breathe in, and go to sleep, and visualize your future. And you're like, wait, what? Like, I was asleep, I'm sorry. So my visualizations are energetic and powerful and energizing and empowering and positive. So with my like, have a great day visualization, it's like, get excited, today's gonna be epic. And so if you want more energy in your life, more positivity in your life, you can have that for, I think right now it's $12.99. You can buy a cocktail for 15 bucks, right? Like, why not bring amazing positivity into your life for less than a drink that you would get at a bar? So my loves, I love you. I'm so excited that you are on this journey with me, and my wish for you is that you are living your life in such a way that you feel like your soul is on fire. Much love, and I will catch you next week.